That's for sure gonna be the runestones. Sorry, I'm creating memes. I'm creating boomer memes without the skills of knowing how to work a computer. Alright, let's go pick Croc here. Or Homer. Why does he have $1,100 in his pocket? It's like a steward. Well, I'll tell you why. The joke works better if he spends $1,100 instead of $15. Alright, let's go parade leader. I don't know. I guess infiltrator's okay. Hey, thanks, JP. I love having you here. Thank you for the prime. Doing a verbal meme is the most boomer thing, for sure. Well, somebody else is. I have to speak it into existence, so someone else can create it. You know what I mean? Let's take a cone. I'm gonna take a priest. I don't know. Muck plumber. It's just not for me. Sometimes, not this time. Stoneborn I like. The dragon's nice, the stranger's good. I guess I'd say the stranger's a little less good in Mage, because you're always going to find cheaper secrets, which is sometimes what you're looking for, but more often than not I find I'm just looking for a Mage secret or a... Oh my god, what's growing out of the back of my head? I'm looking for a Mage secret or a freezing trap or whatever. But I don't know, this card's not that great. You really need to have some, like a nether spider or something, I think, to want it. Let's take this. I actually really like Brain Freeze, though. Brain Freeze is good. A meme, you have to say, I think it's called a joke. Oh. Huh. We're all learning. Most of all, me. I should take Medic here. Let's get a Dune Sculptor in the deck. You know, I will take the Firework Elemental. I love that card. Babbling is fun, but, you know, I've gotten enough, freezing, 1 mana freezings for my experience. Fool is cool. Deceased is obese. Let's take a Suspicious Alchemist. I like this card, I think it's fun. Counterspell or Annoyo? I'm gonna take a counter. There's Secret Synergy. It's gonna work. Accuser or Statue? I do like Accuser. This isn't a real 3, right? We can take a 2 or we can take a dragon. I'll grab the dragon. I'm not sure about that though. I do not want any of these. Every single time I have an Arcanosaur, I think maybe it'll sort of work. Just never fucking does. But all those are understated and kind of suck, so let's take a Courier here. We have a Stranger already. I don't really want a Warbearer. Curve is kind of wonky. Love Arcanologist. I think it's better than both of those. With a secret already in our deck. Grandmaster? Game Master? I think Game Master's okay. It's a 2 and these are worse 2s, so sure. That Duster's good, but man, I'm a Stoneborn General main. Wrapped Golem? Very expensive. Back to the creepy painting, I guess. We could take Banana Vendor with Dune Sculptor, it's kind of cool. I do like Fleet Hoof. That 2 is nice as well. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I really don't want more expensive cards. Let's take the 2. We'll grab a Fireball here. Alright, just put 2 locations, 2 Deathborns, and 2 Cold Touches, and this deck is ready to go. I love Cyclone. Take another Courier. Our Curve actually all of a sudden looks kind of nice. Firelands over Dispossessed Soul, sure. Dredge's Staff or Shooting Star? I'll run the Shooting Star. We have a Dune Sculptor, we've got a Steward. They're both like kind of okay. Dredger's Staff is probably better on average. It's not the worst Arena Fanatic deck of all time. Alright, strong man for 0. Could happen, right? Okay, excuse me. Davis, what's up, Davis? Hey, I just realized our Pokemon packs have all been poo. Our decks have been poo. I think this is by far the best deck of the night, but it's still probably a below average mage, funny enough. Like, just the average mage is very similar with, like, a location or a Deathborn or a 1v for a Frozen Touch or whatever, right? Or multiple copies, but...
Khadgar versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
There's no turning back now.
Well, we have 2 3s. Betting all my fart bucks on this one. How much did you go in for? You might want to take them back. We got our 2 worst cards in our opener going second. I would
You here for the tour?
I would be feeling nervous about this first game.
Reporting for duty.
Drop 12k. Why not triple down? Why not another? Why not just make it a cool 50k Cyclops? And I'll try a little harder. How about that? Going the 3 into the 3. Yeah, why not? This looks like my mage typically. I've not drafted a single location or Frozen Touch. 6 mage runs, and I'm not picking it anymore. Well, someone's getting them. Dreads, for sure. That much is clear.
Uninvited. I'm bringing the party.
Okay, we got the gold coin. That's nice. That's always nice, right? Not buffing this. Not so sure about that one.
Come in, come in. Everyone's a winner.
Because if it dies and he shuffle this into your deck. Because if it dies and he draws it really quickly, it's kind of cool, but it doesn't seem great. Casa Jenny, what's up, Jenny? We can get a counter spell down.
An incredible skill.
Oh, it only costs... Oh, that was dumb. I missed a ping. That actually kind of matters. He keeps the buff? Yeah, he keeps the buff. I mentioned that part. But keeping the buff on a card you're never going to see is a lot worse than buffing and getting a effectively free 3/4. Painting? No. You get the, I don't think you get the buffed version, right? I don't think so. So if I play this, I lose my guy. But I should be able to kill it anyway. The problem is I won't be able to play this and ping the thing that comes out of there. Maybe I play this, but then he just hits it. I ping. Could play that. Alright, I'm just gonna do this.
I'm a fireman.
I don't know, I'm just asking. Yeah, I don't think so, because I think you get the 1/3 there. But we should have got a ping. I don't think it would have mattered, because we pinged this thing. So it'd be like a 6/2 or whatever. This barely removes anything. But it does remove a few things, I guess. Some divine shields. God, this card fucking sucks. Why is it a 3/3? Do you like classical music? I actually do, yeah. He gets the 5/7 if he draws it. Yeah, we're talking about two different things, John. Using the painting and whatever else we're talking about. But we already mentioned that he keeps the buff on that card. So while I appreciate the passion, I hope that I don't have to hear that a third time. I hope. Can't really do anything about that, huh? Maybe I just ping here. I don't know, we're just fucked, right? Maybe he can't empty his hand.
The dark path is my destiny.
Well, I actually think I have to kill this. There's not a huge difference to like
Who's ready for a little show?
everything on board. Vivaldi's Four Seasons is great. That's a good, I don't know, is that a song or... I don't know, but I know that one. Sometimes I play that when I'm getting out of bed. You know, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining. I'm screaming.
Loa, hear my call.
My compliments!
I guess in theory...
Reporting for duty.
In theory, there are draws that keep us alive, or discovers that keep us alive. Those are not them. Maybe they misplay. Maybe. I don't know if they can even misplay bad enough. Could have shot it and played that as well, maybe. He hits, he pushes 3, he develops 3 cards. You're kind of in the same spot, or well, a worse spot, I think.
Loa, hear my call.
You make your own way forward.
Oh man, this deck is a snooze. Day is it Tuesday?
Khadgar!
Rearranging the kitchen cabinets on the Titanic. Alright, one day I'm gonna remember to
Expecting a guest like you.
There's
I'm gonna
no
remember
turning
to
back now.
mute the mic. What does it sound? It sounds that bad? Back to twerking? I'd like to see some twerking. Let's get this body working. It's time to start twerking.
A smidge of
He'll
this.
never guess it right, will he? He's gonna take ring toss. Honestly, maybe I just take elemental invocation. How about this? How about fuck you? I took elemental invocation. And then we can coin the 3 into this on 3. Please don't mute. It's why I sub at tier 3. For the full experience. Alright, then I'll never mute. For you, my friend. I guess I could take a 4/4 this turn.
A charming composition.
Cards or pyro? I can get a 0 cost secret. I think I'll just take cards.
Wrong ingredient.
Now you can go 1 and 3 instead of 0 and 3. Why am I going 0 and 3? Oh, you can go 1 and 3 instead of 0 and 3. No, you're not gonna go 0 and 3. You're not gonna go 1 and 3. Dreads, however.
Bringing the
Wrong
party.
ingredient.
Could... Shitty Demon Hunter ended up actually taking Anubisat despite hating before thinking, it might steal me a win, and it did. Oh, there you go.
Get the goods.
Yeah, sometimes you just take a 9, a big, powerful card, and it
You get the
ends up
goods.
working out for
I'll
you.
stand watch.
What have we here?
Get one of these goobers off. This one?
With a cherry on top.
Better be something good.
Let me in, man! It's my turn!
Could bump and play it. I could bump and play this one. And one of these. Maybe that's better. I'm not sure. 12 wins with the priest deck I showed earlier? Hell yeah. What's the best card in Arena right now? Nathria or Ysera? Probably Ysera still. And then like non-legendaries, probably the Mage location. Maybe one or two or the Wild Seed cards. Nathria has a very slightly higher deck win rate. Yeah. That could be. This card right now is Tiny Fin. Tiny Fin's good. He is infinite value after all. You bring up an interesting point. Tiny Fin's infinite value, yes. Yes.
I didn't need it anyway.
Reverberations in the void.
Shut up, dude. Shut up, you damn idiot.
An incredible.
They're kind of good right now.
Come in. Everyone's a winner.
He's gonna know he has to kill this. Maybe we could have coned. Could play that, but I'll just take a double cross. We're gonna need cards. I don't know if he'll play into it, but if they're playing inefficiently to prevent us from drawing cards, that's kind of nice. Volca has an insanely high deck win rate. I don't know if there's some drafting bias there. Sun Bacon, my gosh. What a sweet guy. We raided Victor yesterday. I think we've had the opportunity to raid Victor in the past, but the schedules don't always line up perfectly well, but it's a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody stuck around, but a lot of times we'll raid, and then I can hang out for a little bit, and then I'll like take a shower, grab something to eat,
A bit clumsy.
and then kind of like, you know, to step away from Twitch. But I was there, and it was just fun hanging out, and Victor got first place in the Battlegrounds game we were watching. He was already on a good streak, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I got it, you know, I got to catch another one. You know, I can't leave on a first place, especially because I was, you know, partially responsible, I think, what with my presence and all. And then, of course, back-to-back first places. I can't remember if there was a third first, At some point I did just say, I have to go shower, and I made some food. I came back, I think it was like another first. And then I think I did catch us getting scammed and getting 7th place, and then followed it up with another first. So I really appreciate the gifted sub. If you guys want to learn Battlegrounds, that's the place to do it. I don't usually stream that late, yeah. Yeah, I know. But it's cool. I think, you know how it is. Like, sometimes there's people like that have raided you, and we've been lucky enough to be raided by Victor in the past, Sun Bacon Relaxer, and they raid you, but you never get to raid them. Like, we get a lot, we get some raids from the kind-hearted Asmodai, and it's like anytime he's on at some weird, at the end of my stream, I'm like, oh, I gotta try to raid him because he's raided us. I like that. I like trying to pay those back, trying to be conscientious of that. And you don't always get that opportunity, right? Sometimes, whatever, like, you don't see it, or they're not on at that time. Twitch is a grind. It's hard. So thank you very much for the gifted sub. Gotta come back to Arena. I can't afford Battlegrounds anymore. Well, Battlegrounds is becoming pay to win. Arenas, you still pay, but you still lose. It's pay to lose, so neither one's all that good. You're a man with a very loving heart. Oh, I do. I have a loving heart. I love filling it up with cholesterol and black stuff from eating too many Slim Jims. You don't win. Yeah, no, this is pay to lose. Standard's pay to play. Battlegrounds is pay to win. Arena is still pay to lose. Gosh darn it, that's not good. We got 14. We're gonna win this one though. Oh, what about this though? It's pretty nifty, right? Whatever. I'm getting some big monster for the low price of. Oh, let's shrink it. Okay, I should have played this already. That was an error in judgment. Victor actually wins. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Victor, there's a big difference between Victor and Redbeard. Victor's good and smart. Redbeard has a loving heart, he said, which is true. I think Victor does too. Okay, so the difference is we both have loving hearts and one of us wins and the other one has a harder time winning.
It wasn't that big.
Alright, I'm just gonna play another one of these. Ain't I just bashing everything, like, into existence? We try to win next turn. Next turn. Redbeard is the best. Redbeard and Sunbacon Relaxer are the best. I'm proud to announce we're going to be doing a co-op BG's Arena stream. 24 hours mixed with hot tub. We'll also be doing an Amazon watch party of Demon Slayer. Date TBD. Date TBD. Hey Victor, are you going to TwitchCon? Yeah, let me get in there. Yeah, I figure you're gonna be doing a cannonball. Oh, that's not good for me. Could have been worse. I don't really want to face that card. To Nathria, that son of a gun. Oh, Droll. Shut up. Shut up. No, it's Droll. I'm not going. I'm too lazy. I respect it. I thought it was really fun. When I first started streaming was 2018, and I didn't go to it. And then I was like, okay, I'll go to the next one. And it was really fun. But there's pros and cons. Taking time off is hard. It's hard to take, especially someone like yourself or myself, who's on basically every day. I would imagine the thought of taking 2 or 3 or 4 days off is overwhelming. Oh, you went to 2018? I didn't know. San Diego? I think 2019 was the last one they did, and that was in San Diego. I'm not sure if 2018 was San Diego. It might have been. They did one, I think, in like San Jose or San Francisco, and then the rest I think have all been San Diego. But yeah, it's definitely, I'm imagining it's gonna be very draining. It's gonna be very taxing. It'll be fun, but it's not like you're gonna go and just relax. You're gonna be going. It's gonna be chaos, and everybody's gonna want to talk to you, and you're taking pictures, and you'll be trying to meet up with this person and that person. And I could see going to one or two more, and then being like, okay, forget this. I don't want to go. I follow a 2K streamer who took 6 days off from travel and then COVID. You can take time off? Yeah, I mean, the bigger you are, the easier it is to take time off from a stability standpoint, I think. Like, nobody's forgetting about Crip or Dog or Tice or Hafu or Disguised Toast. The smaller you are, the easier it is. Not that people will forget about you, but the fewer people that are gonna find you, that some people will maybe like find a new stream. You also lose the revenue, right? If you're really filthy rich, spending a couple $1,000s to go on a week-long vacation and losing out on some, potential revenue isn't as big of a deal as when you're smaller. It's a bit anxious. Yeah, the whole feeling is like, that's not good. The whole feeling's kind of like not relaxing. There's a liquid contract. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that they understand. I think they asked me if I was going. Remember Reynad? Reynad was streaming classic Hearthstone like a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Don John, thank you very much for the sub. That's not a good thing. It wasn't Flame Ward last turn, but it is Flame Ward this turn. Well, I guess we want the game to make it till turn 10. I think you got a trip. Well, I'll be going to TwitchCon. I'm looking forward to it, but to Mr. Victor's point, I do think it will be very. It's not like purely It's not like a relaxing type of event. Taking a trip to just take some time off, and I think actually Victor took some time off this year or last year for the first time in a long time. I think he went to Vegas or something. Maybe I'm misremembering, but to just like sit at the casino and stuff like that's, I think, a little different. So it could be counter or it can't be counter. No, it could be counter. Is it guaranteed to be counter spell? How do you know? I don't know. I think you posted on Twitter or something. I follow you on Twitter. I was mentioning I lurk in a lot of BG's channels. I watch Sun Bacon. I used to watch Taishama, although he's not been on as much. And I really liked Wabaweezy. I watched Dog. I took 10 days off and I sit and I played poker to forget about streaming. Yeah, that's nice. Could be rigged. Can it? So it's rigged?
And then I say,
Sure.
I'll take the lot.
Infused and corrupted cards are good. Yeah, I think they're both good for arena. Is that? Oh, so that's a grand finale coming out next turn. That's a bummer. That's grand finale though, right? So let's shoot his face.
Where's my drink?
So he dies if he plays his grand finale, right? Am I located in San Diego? No, I'm in Southern Oregon these days, but I'm from Los Angeles. Well, I'm from the San Fernando Valley. So, like 20 minutes away from LA. So San Diego is like a 3 or 4 hour drive. So I'm gonna go and maybe take a couple extra days. San Gabriel, yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying you were from one of the valleys, and I was wondering if you were from the San Fernando Valley at one point. But I'm gonna take the time to visit some family too and see some friends, so I'll probably go a couple extra days too. And that will probably be far more relaxing than TwitchCon itself. So that I'm kind of looking forward to.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Fireball. It's more damage.
Come in. Everyone's a winner.
Someone else here was from San Gabriel, just like the other day they were talking about it. It's a viewer. I don't know.
Yes, that's the
Oh
one.
yeah, it's not that far. Okay, yeah. So I was west of LA, you were east of LA. So I never really went that way too much. I worked at a Target in Pasadena, or I would have to visit one in Pasadena sometimes from the San Fernando Valley. That was kind of a pain in the butt. Had to take the 134 to the 210, I think. And then yeah, if I was really like, I would usually, if I was going out to LA, I would usually be in downtown LA. I used to go to Staples Center a lot, so we never really went farther east. That's cool. Those are the better places to live, though. You don't want to live in downtown or that close. If you're in San Gabriel or the San Fernando Valley, you're close.
You win.
But you don't have to deal with like the actual LA bullshit. See the highway sign? It's always the San Bernardino whenever I go downtown. That makes sense now. Yeah, it's yeah, I kind of miss it. I kind of miss it. I don't miss the heat. I don't know how bad the San Gabriel Valley was with San Fernando Valley. It was fun. It was always in the summer 110, 115. Wonder how hot it's gonna be tomorrow. Only 95 tomorrow. Actually, you know, it hasn't been too bad. Every time I check, it's like mid to high 90s, but not a lot of like.
Khadgar versus Lunara.
I was in downtown, was in college, like grad school during USC, and that area sucks, yeah. We used to take the metro from the valley to Staples Center. We'd get off on 7th, and then we wouldn't have to deal with traffic, and we wouldn't have to deal with parking. And then you could just take the train back, and then we would, you know, it's like a 10-mile drive from the train station to where we were, well, like my friends and I all lived. It's a university of spoiled children. They weren't working hard. They weren't studying Arena and Battlegrounds like Victor and Redbeard. Those fools. So we can go 2, and then 2, and then 2-1, right?
These old bones just keep moving.
Isn't Venice just a bunch of homeless tents? Not everywhere, but yeah, it's not like the best area these
The
days.
exit is this way.
We knew our favorite streamers were such cosmopolitan kings. I knew. That's kind of good, actually, no?
Where you followed.
Does he have a coin? No, I use the coin. So I can play this for 1, or I can play this for 1. I can play that for 1. I can play that for 1, 2, and 1. Kidnap's pretty good, but they're just gonna get their card back, right?
March on!
This is some guaranteed. We'll get 3 1/1s for this. What if I was as good as Redbeard in Arena 4 years ago? At a 9 average on the first Arena leaderboard? I've never averaged 9. I think the highest I've ever been was like 4th or 5th. But there are fewer players these days. I think if people like Sunbacon and Collins and Shady, you know, came back, or Hafu, I think it'd be a lot harder to place like super high. I also like kind of goofing around a little, Victor. I kind of like to meme. I like to take cards like Yogg Saron and try to make them work in Arena. But also, I don't think I'm as good as some of those other players.
Come in. Everyone's a winner.
when I watch you or Shady or Collins or like Sun Glitters, Hoppa Bear like play, I'm like, man, like their brains just work differently, you know? I had an epic 5-day sprint in Venice with a guy who was picking music for TV shows. We ended up in the hills on the former Rolling Stones house with a shitload of what? Had some. It took 2 days to regain any sort of clarity. You gotta have clarity. One of my favorite things in this world is clarity. Dude, if that costs 1, that'd be so much better for me. I'm just gonna play this. We'll be mana efficient this turn. I wish Shady was playing Arena again, but yeah, but then you wouldn't watch Redbeard. Now you're stuck here.
Look what I found.
But I don't think I'd be as good as Victor. Or who else is really good at Battlegrounds that I watch? Sapphire. Saph's really good. It's Ben. Benny's great. RDU. You're always so zen. I remember a couple months ago I was in the stream, you're joking about hookers and cocaine. I was not. Victor, how dare you? I just talk about whatever chat's talking about. And I tell them to make sure to follow all laws. I'm pretty sure. You might have been thinking about Dexter, or was that Crip? That might have been Crip. Sure you weren't thinking of, say, NL Crip? Alright, I'm just gonna play this. I'll take 1 spell. Oh, that makes sense. That it was Crip. Like 4 a.m. in the morning, I was lurking here. I'm so sorry for... Yeah, that might have been what I might have made a joke.
Arena's full. Beat it.
Sometimes I make some jokes. That's probably Tarantulagram. There's so many. Wow, he left up our guy. Interesting. Kinda wanna just do that. What if I could get this down? I could just blow all of those up. Get 2 spells. Oh my gosh, it's good with that too. Alright, I think it's too good not to just destroy the board. If he top decks like an Arbor up or something. Let's pre-hit this. I don't really care about adding cards. I want him to trade so I don't take damage and so that he gives me my snakes. Egwin and Star seems great. I mean, great is good, right? It's all... Great is okay. It's not a full clear. But yeah, it's pretty great. Left it alive? I don't think that that's the worst play. Especially if, you know, you think it's snakes or whatever. This is kind of dicey. 4, 3. 5. What if I freeze? I can't play both. Maybe I just shoot here. I kind of hate it.
Behold, jewels of the
Okay.
sands.
San Diego TwitchCon gives you a palm tree badge? Yeah. Oh, hey, Graham. Yeah, I love that palm tree badge. I don't really want to play that. I guess I could play this.
Hungry for more.
I like getting my guys.
It's time.
Oh, yeah.
Stop lying.
I don't want him drawing cards. That's annoying. Prefer my flower though. It's pink. It's a good flower
All
too.
it takes is love,
Darn it.
care, and death.
Well, we have the counter, so we can stop 1 spell. Can we kill that? I can't corrupt my guy. Well, my guy's not corrupted. Alright, let's play this. Let's clear the board.
Derivative.
And then we have both of these corrupted, so we can kill any minion. Second one's got spell power? Yeah, I know. I didn't really care that much about killing whatever we left up, like a 2-2 or something. Wasn't a big deal. Casa Jenny. Wait, Casa Jenny, how come you say hi so much? How do you corrupt? You have to cast a card that costs more, so you have to cast a card that costs 6 or more to corrupt these 5 drops. So they're actually, I think, kind of interesting cards. Because sometimes you want to tempo them out and then play them uncorrupted, which we almost did. But if you can hold out for value, it's kind of interesting. This one deals 12 when corrupted and only 3 when not corrupted, so that's huge. Sounds easy? Yeah, it is, but there are cards, there's a 9 cost corrupt card that can only be corrupted with a 10 cost card, and that's a lot harder. So there's like cheap corrupt cards that have smaller effects and like they kind of range the mana curve. I think they're actually really well designed cards. The mechanic I think is really well designed. This one should probably deal like 9 or 8 or 7. It shouldn't deal 12. So it just kills anything, even Deathwing. So oftentimes it feels like this card is like too powerful. It's not like even in like the top 10 most powerful cards in Arena these days, but it feels kind of crazy. Do we have any other corrupt cards? Like this guy. It's a lot harder to corrupt this because you have to play an 8, a 9, or a 10. But sometimes you can play a Pickrock and then tempo out a 0 mana 6/6 on the same turn, and that can be a huge play. But you're also stuck playing a 7 mana 6/6, which feels awful sometimes. But he is free. Yeah, he's free. The strong man. But yeah, I like the corrupt mechanic. I like the infuse mechanic. I don't know if infuse is almost the same as avenge in Battlegrounds. So cards get stronger when friendly minions die. I'm sure they borrowed that or utilized that straight from. Maybe I keep Rain Freeze, but I'm sure they borrowed that from Battlegrounds development. Or John, missing his little buddy Zelda. Yeah, he does. I miss John's. God rest his wretched soul. Oh, he's here. Oh. If we had picked up cheaper cards, I wouldn't mind coining 2/2, trying to get a free kill. But we might hit a couple of expensive cards here, so. Okay, that's interesting. Not gonna use the coin, but we can go 2/1, and then we can coin out the 5s maybe. Here's a cool infuse card though. One of the kind of like premium arena commons. Neutral commons. So 5 mana 5/5 is understated these days, but deal 5 is a huge swing. So you have to have 5 minions die, so it's hard to get him on curve, but it's easy to get him to activate at some point.
These books are ruined.
I can get a free hit on these things, but I can't kill either. Kind of want to just play the Dune Sculptor now. Get to draw 2. We get the secret down, which he may think it's Flame Ward, which may cause him to make some extra trades he might not normally make. And I imagined we'd be able to piece together a turn for next turn. Kind of hoping to get some better cards, but we got, you know, there's worse cards. Often I had an 0-1 start with a deck that went 11 or 12 wins and was very good. 0-1 to 11 or 12, it's very common. You can have a very strong deck that goes 0-3 or 1-3 or 2-3 or 3-3, etc. Losing your first game oftentimes just comes down to whether or not you went first or whether or not your opponent played a Ysera or a Nathria. Going 0-2 to 12-2 is pretty rare. I've probably only done it a handful of times, but 12-win decks are still susceptible to the disadvantage of going second, and you know, whatever. These days in Arena, there are just so many broken cards that it doesn't matter like what you're doing a lot of the time in some of these games. Where like your opponent plays a Hammer of the Naru and they get a 3/3, sorry, they get a 6/6 taunt and a 3/3 weapon, and you're playing like a 5 mana 4/4 or a 5 mana 5/5 uninfused. It's like you're just never going to be able to compete with that card on curve because like none of your cards do the same thing. Which is okay, you know, like not every game plays out that way and whatnot. You should try your best to mitigate those type of games and turns and cards, but good decks still sometimes get whomped by that. Why didn't I play this? Well, it's because I wanted a 4/5 taunt. Went 0-2 to 12-2 recently. It was the first half of my only ever back-to-back 12s. Feels nutty when you just win 12 in a row like that, yeah. I mean, dealing 2 to that, damn it. Damn, hitting here was okay. Hitting here is phenomenal. Now I'm out my rigged, and I'm out my, I mean, who knows what else. Damn, I would have set up the accuser too. Shoot. That's not good. I might not have a choice. I mean, I don't really want to. It could miss, you know, it could. 50% attack the right target still in the game? Yeah. Yeah.
For your entertainment.
Need a bit more spice over here.
And you know what that means. Used to be a 3 mana 4/4. Yeah. They made this one, which is a bigger version. They made a 5 mana 6/5 that, like, it's 50% chance for me to hit it, Victor. So like I can attack and I might miss. So sometimes you throw like a 3/3 in and then it hits. And then you try to throw your 2/2 in and then it misses. And then you just throw away your 3/3. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. Let's hope they never do that again. I just don't want to deal with this card right now. Because I have to throw that in if I want to use this. But I suppose what I can do, maybe we shoot here and we just hit here and hope it misses. It's gotta miss at some point, right? They still have Mad Bomber, yeah. Matter Bomber? Matter Bomber's not in right now. Matter Bomber is here. But we have Maddest Bomber. Victor. And what was it? An 8 mana or 9 mana? And it deals like 12 to the board or something? I don't know exactly what it does. It's really stupid though. It's like a 9 mana 9/8. I think it's called Maddest Bomber. 8/8? I don't know. Great card design. Chat loves it, but I hate it. I like taking the meme cards. I don't like that one. That one pisses me off.
Reporting for duty.
That one pisses me off. Alright, we get to draw some cards, which is cool. The dragon's okay. By the holy light, shut up, dude. We'll corrupt this. We'll get 7 drop down on curve. I hope he's got to spend like 8 mana on a spell or something. It's an 8 mana 9/8 that deals 12. Yeah, something like that. To both sides of the board and both players' faces. So as you can, you know, expect, it will, you know, it always screws me. And it always works great for my opponent. 7 cost card is better than the old warrior card. Yeah, it's actually very similar to Obsidian Destroyer. And it is. This is actually, when it came out, this card is from a set like 4 years ago, 3 years ago or something. And it was like the best card when it, you know, from that set pretty much. And it's still good now. So they rotate the sets, right? You get older sets and newer sets. You kind of get a mix of them. But that card was insane when it came out and just really absurd. Really crazy card. He was able to kill it pretty easily, but he had to throw a minion, 7 damage, and take 7 in order to kill it. We can go 4/2 ping. Can I play anything that can survive that? I guess this does. And then he whacks this. Sure. I mean, Paladin's still off the board. I'll probably get to keep a minion. And if he plays a big minion, we can kill it, right? Flex in this guy and do a 12 to a silver hand, yes. Wrapped Golem is unnecessarily good. As always, right, it's the rarity that really screws it. It's a rare. But if that card were a legendary warrior card, it would be, you know, you'd be like, oh yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. But the fact that it's just a rare card that... Damn, one more mana. You get an 8/8. Dang, I guess we could. We just have to throw away the 3/6. So we ping and we shoot. Then we only have 2 mana, so we get like one of these out. Or we get to push 3, or we get to trade 1. Alright, I'm gonna do... this. I mean, it's pretty good, right?
A charming composition.
Alright, well, maybe our counterspell's finally gonna get value. The 5 cost is nutty, yeah. So it's just, you remember, I don't know, I think you played... Oh, this one? Yeah. So this one's corrupt. This one's another one of those just omega juiced cards where I think it's a 5/5 Divine Shield for 5, which is already pretty good. And corrupted, it gets +3/+3 and taunt. This one's not super common, so it's actually not as frustrating as it might otherwise be. But yeah, this card is crazy. That one's crazy. You guys want to see a picture of my dog? Yeah, throw it in the Discord. I'll go look. I need a break. Sinistar, what the hell? How are you, dude? Oh, I like Sinistar better. I didn't want to call you daddy. Your deck is a high potential 12 win. Victor, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think this is a below average mage deck. I think there's 3 or 4 like really common, really powerful mage cards. And they're not in our deck. Chat may tell you otherwise. 3, 8, 1. They may tell you that my deck is really, really good, but I don't think so. One off, yeah, I know. So we're just gonna freeze his board and then try to ping, and then if not, whatever, we can still deal with this type of board, right? But, yeah, there's some really crazy cards. This deck is missing a lot of the bonkers cards, yeah. If you're gonna hang out for another, like, 30 seconds, I'll try to, I'll pull up some of these crazy cards. But it's a good deck. It's got a lot of removal, and it's got a pretty good curve. I'd say this deck is probably closer to like a 6 or 7 win deck. Maybe 8, played by like the best players. You also have to avoid that stuff. Like if you can't avoid it, you're gonna just get destroyed. Oi Dan, thank you Oi Dan. But from just the newest set, there's a couple of just like kind of like just for even for mage cards that could be in our deck. Assuming at some point I get to look. But like this card. Hello? Maybe not. Pay to new runestones, you gotta use them to look at your own collection. So this thing is kind of crazy. It doesn't look that good. Cone of Cold's trash. Well, it used to cost 4. They moved Cone to 3. It's a lot better at 3, but it's not a great card. But this thing can go face. So what ends up happening, Vic, is you just play out the game, and you like throw it into their face, and then you trade, and then you throw it into their face, and then you trade. This thing, somebody dealt 39 damage. Was Cone 3? Was it? I thought they nerfed Cone, or they buffed Cone. Maybe you're right. Fire Torch. Oh, this one. Well, you get this one back infinitely, though. Not infinitely, but every time 3 minions dies, you get another copy of it. And this goes into your hand. So I played a game the other day, like 2 days ago, I played a game, somebody did 39 damage to me with this. Just one. Just one dealt 39 to me. Okay, it went to fatigue. It was really annoying. This is the best mage card, probably in the game. It doesn't look that good initially, but what this card does is it costs 3 and it summons 6/6 worth of stats. The skeletons have a random death rattle like the Kaboom bots. They always deal 2 to a random enemy. So it summons a 6/6. It'll always deal 6 damage to the board when the minions die, and you get to freeze 3 minions every other turn. So you play, you know, an 8-drop, I freeze it, I get a 2/2. You play a minion, I play some minions, I push all my minions' face. You play another card, I freeze that, I get another 2/2, I push all my minions' face, you just die. And this card is deceptively good as well. So you deal 2 to all minions, including your side of the board. But every minion that dies, you get a 2/2, one of those skeletons that has that death rattle. And again, they just don't look that good, but the collective value of getting 3 of them for 3 mana is just overwhelming. So we don't have any of those 3 cards in our deck that feel really, really strong. And then also, for anybody else, not just Victor, but some of these Saviors of Old Doom cards that I would like to have would be Puzzle Box. So you cast 10 random spells for 10 mana, and if you haven't played in a while, I think you would look at this card and be like, oh, maybe it destroys your own board, maybe it doesn't do that much. Just seems to destroy your opponent's board, summon 40 power, and draw you 5 cards every time. You remember this one? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, the spells are all juiced. They're all super juiced these days. So having access to those cards in particular, we'll see. Maybe. Hopefully not. But if somebody plays some of those, you kind of just like scoop your cards and like move on to the next one. I also cast some Pyroblast on my own face before. I like Pyroblast. Did they nerf Mage? 2 Mage runs, no Deathborn, Frozen Touch, or Location? Yeah, they adjusted some of the offering rates, so some of those cards are less common. But like, yeah, like somebody said, it's in 31% of decks, which just means 1 out of every 3 Mage decks is going to have one, which means your average Mage deck isn't going to have one, right? If you just queue one up right now, you're not likely to get one. But your average Mage opponent above 3 or 4 or 5 wins is probably going to have one, because otherwise they wouldn't have got above 3 or 4 or 5. So you're going to see a ton of them, but you're not going to draft a ton of them, which feels bad.
Hail, friend.
But hey, I think 4 is a good start. I think 180% of the games we could so far. Oh, Archaeologist is a phenomenal draw.
Incredible discovery.
You get to draw the counter spell for free. You gotta hope they don't draw it, yeah. And you can beat a location. It's got a 70% played win rate, which is, you know, absurdly high. But you can beat it. But you kind of have to hope they don't play it on curve, because it just warps. What the? I gotta kill these suckers. Wonder if it's worth coning those. He's gonna hit, he's gonna hit, he's gonna dagger. But that's not that big of a deal, right? If I double cone, he's still gonna have 1. So if he's daggering to draw, that's not that big of a deal because he's also not developing much. He's not trading either of my guys. Do you think I should have said something after I felt his finger slip in and both his hands on my shoulders? No, he's probably bracing himself. Gosh darn it. Getting the 1 there is pretty good. It's still a pretty irrelevant turn. Alright, well, we'll do this. Kill 1. We're gonna tag that one too. Pushing the 2 doesn't really matter. He probably ain't gonna draw more cards this turn. And then we'll Dragon Maw Poacher. That's crazy that this guy's got 2 of those. He was probably gonna fall off the table or something. He didn't hold on to you.
I smell.
That's a good brush. That's great brush. If I had taken control, wow, this is phenomenal. If I had taken control of him for this turn, I would have played those exact cards. Wow, so great to have Victor here. Also forget sometimes. It's funny because Victor hasn't seen a lot of these cards, and he's also played a ton of Arena in his day. Like I kind of take for granted sometimes that a lot of new, there's probably other players here, and I just assume everybody knows like every card and has played every meta for the last 5 years like me, but that's not the case. Are they going to be more consistent posting the Arena leaderboard? It feels bad when I get 30 runs streak and they don't post it. They always post it. Sometimes it's a little like quote unquote late, but they always post it. Just really want to corrupt this. If I ping, I guess I could play those 2.
A smidge of this.
That's not the worst thing. So Rigged Fair Game is by far the best secret here. So that's the one he's gonna take, but he's off the board. So it's gonna be kind of hard for him to mitigate my ability to do that. Ice Barrier I think is irrelevant. He actually might take Ice Barrier because he's kind of behind. And Splitting Image is probably the better option that he probably won't take, and we can get some value. But it would force us to play the counter spell this turn. So I'm just gonna play the Rigged Fair Game. And even if he misses, he won't know exactly what secret it is, because he's gonna be like, oh, well, maybe this, he won't know. Rigged Fair Game looks cool. Yeah, I think it's a cool card. I actually think this was an underrated card. You took it?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, that seems like an odd choice. And you have nothing on board, but what are you gonna do? I think this was an underrated card when it came out. 3 to draw 3 is huge. You don't always get it. I think this is a really well-designed secret. Also, I like the art. Rigged Fair Game. And he's got these little... He's cheating. You can't knock the targets over. Is Casa Jenny a bot, by any chance? You'll eventually draw 3 for 3. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's a dead card. Very rarely, but sometimes it is a dead card. But what the real value is like this. Like, he just spent 6 mana on a 3/3 and a 1/1 basically to quote-unquote prevent me from drawing a card. And now I'm just developing like regular. It doesn't matter to me. Well, that's not the best 5. But yeah, that's for sure. It's like you'll if you're ahead, it's great. When you're behind and you can't get back on the board, there's secrets that like Flame Ward that'll deal 3 damage to your opponent's board, or Vaporize. Remember Vaporize? Sometimes you want a secret that'll destroy a minion rather than add more value to your hands. But it's good when both types of secrets are in, because sometimes your opponent's gonna, they don't want to go face because they don't want to destroy their board. So they allow you to proc your Rigged Fair Game because they don't want the other card to go off.
Smart moves, I concede.
It's made better being in the same meta as Flame Ward. Yeah, I'd agree. And Dreads lately has been going on like a rampage about like all the secrets or whatever, and it's like, I think it's good when there's more, like they're all more powerful when there are conflicting secrets, but I don't think any of them are like so powerful that they compare to like some of those other mage cards we were talking about. So looks like they had an aggro deck. I could see them having gotten a lot of wins off of those 1/4s. Like if we couldn't have dealt with them super easily, super early, I think we went first too, right? So it's like if you go first and you can stick one of those 1/4s or two of them and you're drawing 2 or 3 cards a turn and putting pressure on people, then like, yeah, you're gonna mow down the competition.
Back now.
But if you're going second and you fall behind early, then they're 2-mana 1/4s, and it was hard for them to recover after having played that. I don't love this.
Look tall, God.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
I think they'll take Blast Wave, and I kind of want to take Counter Spell because mine will cost 1. I think people just love Blast Wave, and I just don't really like Blast Wave much. Does anybody
That's the one.
not stream snipe me? Okay, maybe they're not stream sniping, but could anybody not stream snipe me? Guess it's gonna be around September 1st, new leaderboard. So that it'll probably stop tracking on the 1st, and then probably like the 8th or the 15th or whatever, we'll probably get it. It's down to 1. I could double trade and ping. This card's really annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. He knows what it is, who cares? He gets to probably run into here. I don't really care. But yeah, it's usually a week or 2 or 3. It's usually a few weeks after the tracking period ends. I wish they had a live leaderboard. I don't know why they don't have a live leaderboard.
The dark path is my destiny.
So what am I supposed to do here? I need to draw something good. I didn't draw anything good. Oh, this is a disaster. An 8 and 2 7s on turn 4. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I think I'm just going to... Kind of is what it is. Draw kind of smoked us here. How do you guess a secret? Either sniper or really 5-head? Maybe he's just a good player and doesn't like that 5-drop. That 5-drop spell's bad, so if he's a good player then. Alright, what do we want to draw? Steward of the Scrolls.
Caught this one eating party snacks.
Oh god. Alright, well we haven't straight up lost to that, but you know, we're just straight up losing. Actually really good, and we know he's holding a counter spell, so... Let's say he doesn't do anything that we really care about. And coin out the Golem at least. I only need 4,000 more team liquid points to get the thing I want. What do you want? Oh man, the 1/1 taunt is actually problematic for us. Ay ay ay. Sorry, Twitch chat, I think we're dead. Let me check my liquid account. One of the discount hoodies. Come to TwitchCon, I got a couple extra hoodies, I'll get you one. Mod payment. Finally, some real mod payments.
Pay attention.
I just want a Team Liquid jet ski. Ooh. Wow. Honestly, I'm very happy he made that trade for us, and also a little bit surprised. I think we would have been in a much worse position. If take on face. Hey, Roldy. What's up, Mr. Roldy Poldy?
Bet there's something great inside.
I'm ready to learn.
You call that a
Okay, so freezing just smokes us.
What have we here?
So do we ping? Or do we play the counter? I'm gonna play the counter in case he has a collateral damage. Wait, I thought he played one already. Did I make that up? But if we're eating up mana crystals from him, that's pretty good. I get stream friend for watching 15 plus Team Liquid streamers. Usually I get it because of random hosts. Yeah, we've hosted some Slissa, Show, Victor. We don't get too much of an opportunity to
Not so tough now.
to raid Savage. Savage's a great Liquid streamer too. What song was that? Mandy? Sunblocks? Sunblocks. He's gonna go face or what? Kill me? Wish he didn't roll that. Maybe he'll kill the 7-5, that'd be cool. Pardon me? An explosive will just win the game.
The sands are for sculpting.
Wow. Let's just ping that. The one base damage doesn't matter a ton. Maybe he can buff stuff. It's like his only way. Scripted? Yeah, this is scripted, yeah.
Better be something good.
A charming composition.
So we'll play it a little safe here. Until your next turn, your hero can only take 1 damage at a time. So even if he has collateral damage, we don't take like a buttload.
You make your own way.
90,000 points gets you some roasted coffee beans. Yeah, but I consumed those and they passed through my interior lining. I'd be pretty mad if somebody was a hunter. Why? You'd be losing to a legend, your hero. When is Team Liquid gonna give us what we really want? Rip your beard trimmers. Right, beard trimmers. Please nerf damage. I got such a shitty deck, but I got 2 and I can't lose. You can lose once you queue into me. And concede once you defeat me. Out of respect.
There's no turning back now.
Huh. Gamble all. Why'd I get a 10, dude? Get scrap out of here. I want a freaking 10 every time I play the goddamn game. It is what it is. Well, you can check how many points you have. I mean, you lost all yours. She didn't even know how much you were risking. With exclamation mark points. And that's how you can see how many points you have. Oh, no, not points. Sorry. Never mind, Char. Never mind. I think my favorite bit, if I had to pick one, would be the exclamation mark points command and the exclamation mark gamble command. Oh, fuck. It should not be as funny as it is. Oh my god. So funny to see people. Because, look, let me explain a couple things.
With a cherry on
Like, some people, so they check their points, right? And then they're probably thinking like, oh my god, what did I do? Like, they're probably having this moment of deep regret. I fucked up, right? I did something wrong. I lost my points. That's it. I find that funny. And then some people will gamble all. And the bot says, too bad. Like it insults you. Too bad. As you lose all your points. Too bad. You lost all your points. Boy howdy, I just find that to be an absolute larf. Okay, but you can't all hit points and gamble right now because then everybody expects to lose all their points. We could have played these. Oh my days, why is he playing these big mama jamas on me? Come on, dude. Alright, I played one of these, so now I'm playing this plus the thing.
Come in! Everyone's a winner!
It's a hoot and a half it is, man. It really is. Hey, Graham, how much longer are you going to be here, by the way? Because I got... Oh my god, I thought I had a buttload of Pokemon packs. I bought a buttload, but we opened them kind of quickly and they're all crap. Oh no. That wasn't smart. Hits there, trades there. One before I go to sleep, okay. We'll do that at the end of this run though. It should be soon, right? You were saying? 1, 2, 3. That's a good draw. How long would you like me to be here, Redman? I'll do what you say. Just let me watch Sandman in between openings. Oh, mama. Yeah, you could do that. Is it good? I've heard good things about that show, but I don't really understand. What did I watch? I didn't watch anything yesterday. I was hanging out watching Victor's stream for a while. It was fun. And then I don't know, I fell asleep watching Super Mario RPG speedruns. Who's Neil Graham? Oh man, if he's just disconnected, that will certainly help our chances to... Nope, never mind. Definitely increase our odds to winning. Let's play a 6-mana spell. Darn it. Man, I'm looking at our hand and his hand and our hand's poo.
a charming composition.
You wrote some good books. Yeah, but what books? I've heard of books before. Some. American Gods, never heard of it. Whoa, that's the first time I've seen that weapon in a while. That thing's insane. Could have hit here, right? Takes less damage, same effect. I did play an elemental though, that's cool. And corrupting this is kind of a big deal. It's a good draw here. Sandman is one of the best comic graphic novels of all time. I'm so confused. It's about the Spider-Man hero villain, or it's about like the song those young ladies wrote, the guy that those young ladies wrote a song about? Mr. Sandman, bring Graham some dreams, make him a cutie.
What a delightful party.
Something about Graham creaming. I don't know. Metallica. The song one. And it's good? That sounds dumb. It's good? Swing face. Why not? Huh?
Got something to hide?
So I can ping and play this. He gets a 2/2. I get a bunch of things, but he just farms them all. So what is my alternative? To like shoot there and ping there? Maybe I burn his face. Maybe I burn his face clean off. This weapon is insane. Redman's thinking of the Dixie Chicks. No, no. I like how he's testing for Flame Ward every turn first. I like it. The Sunliners. Is that who it was?
Good tickets don't come cheap.
Okay, no. Who was it? Who were those young ladies? The fuck is this? Is this the original? The Cordettes. Which one's the original? Bum 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 bum. That's gonna cost 0 next turn. Behold the glory of the new sun! I could shoot my own Lyra to get a spell, but eh. So now he has the hero power, which means he can't play a 9-drop. The fool. Leave weapons are insane. Yeah, that one's good, man. I like it when I have it. Whoa, so many weapons. I don't know if I'd bother equipping it here. Stump everything else. Bum 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 bum.
Stone Legion, to me!
Can't play 9? Whatever will he do here? Shut up. You think he's gonna play an Alex? No chance. No, he can't play an Alex and kill the Lyra, dude. Unless he shoots a Lyra, then he can't heal his face. These things happen. Why you type that like it never happens? Of course it happens. One thing I'm super happy about. Yes.
My colors burn!
Hey, we got 7 with this bad boy. Gotta have a lot of wavy hair like Liberace. Who's Liberace? Alright, let's see what Liberace looked like. I typed his name very poorly. Did you mean someone else? Why is he wearing a beautiful grandma's dress? They wanted him to look like Liberace? God, I would've made a killing. I mean, actually, maybe not. Not if they wanted short, thick grandma hair. Man. Maybe not. For once, let's change the title of the stream to Guy Arena. I'll change the title of the stream to Guy Arena. The low price of $558 US American currency. Liberace was ladies' man, apparently so. They wanted the Sandman to look like the Liberace. Or their dreams to look like Liberace. He's a pianist, yeah, god damn it. I know how to type his name in to Google. Well, actually, I didn't type it correctly, but I mean, he still came up.
With a cherry on top.
With a cherry on top.
Count your blessings, mate.
Wait, he was born in Wisconsin? Huh. So what's better? I don't know. I guess this forces me to ping, but I don't mind pinging next turn. Okay, that's fine then. I like this song. What is this? We'll pick this track.
An empty pew
Oh, yeah.
for you and your guest.
I played a Warlock at 2-1 that had an early imp base curve and their late game was hand buffing. I think I went 15 or 16 turns. Did you win?
You're heading straight for disaster.
So, okay, you're welcome, dude. Congratulations on having a bunch of shit. I couldn't let him get you, Sarah. I would have taken you, Sarah. I'd be like, fuck you, I'm taking you, Sarah. Are all arena cards gold? Only if you're at Redbeard's level, which I'm unfortunate. No, they're not all gold. You have to spend your life and all your money, all your time. You can have golden arena cards. Oh dear. Oh frickin' heckaroo. Well, we know what. Oh god, we know what he took from us. Alright, that's not a good. That's not good.
A game of skill.
Sheer luck, agreed. Yeah, I kind of expected that. It's fine, I've got a strat.
Dedication.
10 like I've got like 4 burn spells in my hand and have them just concede to the inevitable demise. What the fuck just happened here? Oh no, I'm dead. Oh god, I'm fucked. I need help. Pick Croc off the top, give it to me, baby. Alright, I think we're dead then. What's up, Fred? Hey, Jack. How are you, man? Let's hope they don't have a crazy heal card. Well, they had a crazy amount of board clears and removal and a wretched reclaimer.
It's a brand new.
You make your own way. Well done. You win.
Alright. That was at least a fast game. Honestly, this deck going 7 high rolled exceptionally hard. Sometimes you take what you got and what you can. Alright, let's open one Pokemon card. Pokemon pack. Right? We got Graham, he's still alive. Can I get a Slissamug? No, dude, they're selling like hotcakes. You can get a Redbeard bath loofah. They gotta give me a good pack here. Can I get a liquid hoodie? Why is everybody just today finding out that you can get a Team Liquid hoodie? I've worn it on stream. Nobody wanted it when I wore it. Did you get Victor in here? Showing off his Team Liquid hoodie and everybody wants 12 copies of them. This one's gonna be great. Fast games are nice. I like fast games. I like fun, slow games that I win. I like fast games I win. Fast games where you lose, I guess, are better than... you know, a slow game where you lose is actually kind of nice too sometimes. I don't really care either way. Graham. Oh my god, the Altaria's back. Fucking Duraludon. I just hate this guy. It looks like a damn clown. It's a hit, right? It's a hit. And we're not hitting much right now, but you know. Idiot Duraludon. You can go in the pile. The pile of Duraludon meme. I don't know if we actually... I'm assuming we have a few of those. What if every Pokemon cap were to buy? You can buy mine if you want. Unfortunately, I've got a couple of offers for $846, so you have to beat that. One day it's going to be auctioned off. Looks like a building. He is a building. I don't know why. But he is a building. It's an actual card. Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, what can you do, you know? We got so many bad cards. That's a pretty good... I mean, you know, it could have been like a Leafeon or a Jolteon or some type of beautiful card, you know. I don't have that one I'll trade you for it. You can have it for free, brother. I was just opening that one for you, Graham. I know you're the Duraludon master. Graham's the master one. You can have it. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it to TwitchCon. That's yours. I'm gonna actually set that one aside. That one's for Graham. Graham sends us like Pokemon boxes and we give him a Duraludon. That's not right. That's not right. That ain't right. Oh god, back.
Khadgar versus Gul'dan.
Know the true essence of fear.
There's no turning back now.
Oh dear. That does not look like a winning hand. Let's ditch that and... oh god, let's ditch it all. Keep the two, I guess. What are these lyrics? Don't worry about it, Zelda. I wrote them. And they're about Dexter. Man, I wish I could go to TwitchCon. Just go. Why can't you go? Alright, after tonight's stream I gotta book something. I don't even have a hotel to stay at right now. I will have to pay more because I waited so long.
Here for the tour?
If anybody wants to donate $1,500, please do so now.
Pleasure running into you.
I'm wearing a jar of Vegemite and a bronze shell helmet. You are. You look good in that helmet, though, I will say. We could just rent a minivan and live in it. You and I? What are we? When do we become smelly lovers? What the hell? Or do you mean just to visit TwitchCon? Also, no. No, what the fuck? No thank you. Never again, Zelda, will I live in a discarded, disgusting minivan with you.
An incredible discovery.
Probably the best draw on our deck this turn.
Okay, let's get it.
Can you try Face Hunter after this? I'm not sure if we'll play another one tonight, actually. Might just take like an early night. Might just take an early night. Maybe come back, do some in the afternoon. We'll see. Already won't play for BG's perks? Where would I get $1,500? I thought you were saving them. You weren't paying BG's for the last 17 years. So you accumulated $1,500 to give to some random idiot on the internet. This makes sense to me. What the fuck? Dude, thank you. I was just thinking I needed my guy to be stronger. And with some BGs, it's P2P, paid to play? PTW. Not yet, it will be soon. $1,500 is 10 BG season passes. I don't think that's entirely what? True. I'm bringing the party. Linda Cardinelli, she is hot. It's called Boner Zelda. I don't know who this person is. Linda Cardellani. Hold on, I gotta take my turn here.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Of course I'm taking Puzzle Box, are you kidding me? If I play this, he's gonna know I didn't take... Whoa, goodness gracious, who's that lady? Yeah, she's an attractive gal. She's 47 years old. Not in that photo.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, it's an attractive gal. I remember seeing her in a latex suit in a movie. She's gonna put you in a latex suit and you're not gonna be able to breathe. You're gonna enjoy every second of it. Until she allows you to. She permits you the ability to breathe. But it ain't air she's gonna give you.
These stones shall break your bones.
She could do anything to me. And I'd let her. It was on this day that Zelda realized fully his BFP destiny. It was on this day that he finally understood it all. Nah, dude, that's not good. Did he get a spell? Ever? I don't think so. Oh my god, hey Keith. We'll do this in case he has a Silas. She's a human being, not Zelda's robot sex monkey. Zelda's robot sex monkey is named Pim Pam.
This time.
That's a good outcome. What do you think of my Hunter deck? I think it's great. Can I link it? Yeah, post it in the Discord and I'll take a look at it, alright? But just do me a big favor. Make sure you post it in the Hearthstone section. Otherwise, Deformed Poet's gonna get pissed. I'm gonna have to hear about it. One more win, Max, please. I need my farts. Okay. Did you see Facebook explode? I did, yeah. I think Victoria De Angelis is your type of music. Post it in the Discord, Bongo Man. I'll go listen to it.
This ends now. There's no turning back now.
1, a 2. Not a 3. How did Facebook explode? I don't know. I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Don't upset Poet for the love of all that's holy. Speaking of holy, how are you, Top D? How's that Swiss cheese sandwich you ate?
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Okay.
The exit is this way.
Pardon me? Whoa, that card's good.
An incredible
Raw the ingredients.
Redbeard, I like the cut of your jib. Oh, my jib is something. I just went 12 and 2 with Mage. Heck yeah, how many locations?
The exit is this way.
Keg W, what's up, Keg W? Whoa, and the spittin' shitter. Nice. Hopefully it kills the 1-1. Wow, killing the 1-1 would be delightful. Yes.
I found it first.
What a noob. No locations, impressive.
You've got me fired up.
You got fired up. What am I doing? I have to coin a 5. So what 5 am I coining? That one or this one? Let's play this one. We're not corrupting or infusing that for a while. Add the 6-mana summon skeletons and clear your board. The balanced one. It's quite balanced. That's true. Oh man. I have a spell to cast. It's not active. So if I trade there, I can like play that. Shit turn. If I run that in, I could play this. Maybe he can't kill his guy. But then what am I doing next turn? On 6, I'm going to be pinched on mana again. And I can't kill either of those. So let's just play this. See if we can incentivize him to trade. I just took 28 in the face of Demon Hunter Red with the 7-mana card and the new 1 card that deals 2 damage for each damage taken by the minion. What the fuck did you just say, KekW? I understood none of that. It's my job to understand your gibberish, and I didn't understand it at all. So I have failed you, and I apologize.
Baby, I'm a firework.
Are you playing Arena, or are you playing Hearthstone?
The exit is this way. A charming composition.
What if he got two camels? Sinful plus expendable performers. Sure. Still can't piece that one together myself. I don't doubt you. I don't think you guys are lying, but I just... Good vibes. I hope you're getting good vibes here today, Bill. Truly, I do. Oh, fuck. I can kill that, and I can freeze what comes out if it's, like, super dastardly.
My colors burst.
Spirit of the flame, turn them to ash!
I'm gonna trade a minion that mitigates Cycle of Hatred. I know we have a counter, but hey, they can play one cheap spell and then counter. No good vibes? No, I'm hoping you have good vibes. I never know. I'm not like the vibe master, you know. I don't choose what kind of vibes you get. I just hope they're good. That's all. That's all I can ever do. Play around Silas this way. Semi-juicy box. Well, we're so far ahead. We have a wrapped golem on board, 7 mana, 7/5, reborn. So when it dies, it comes back with 1 health. We have the 1/1 taunt. We've got the 3/1 and the 3/2.
You don't pick the
So got a lot of options for next turn. Cone, perhaps to freeze. Some 1/2s. We have, you know, who knows what we might draw. But yeah, we're gonna box next turn. It's kind of hoping you'd play his turn faster, so I can pretend like I wasn't gonna play it, and then just play it immediately. What if I draw a Stoneborn? If I draw a Stoneborn, I'll probably play that first. Oh darn. Okay, that's good. That's okay. Okay. Ysera? Darn it. Chaos Strike, Nita. Whoa! And my guys can't be destroyed this turn. Oh my god. So when I nether. Oh.
Look out! Look out!
That was so good for old Redbeard. 10 mana, destroy your 2/2, summon 50/50, and draw 5 cards. Oh god, I dropped my Pokemon cards.
I awaken.
Fair and balanced? No, it's not fair. I wouldn't say it's balanced either. I understand what you were doing there. Oh god, did I have lethal? No, never lethal. Try to put a counter spell down.
Where you followed.
I can't get a counter spell. Try to put a reckoning down. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Deathwing though. I don't know.
I yield for now.
Put them in a binder. Stop playing with them. Well, I only shuffle the energy cards. I put the good ones in a binder, and I have to shuffle. I don't know. At some point, I didn't have Pokemon cards to shuffle. Is it super annoying? Is it distracting? I used to like play with the cord all the time, but I would do it down here. The whole stream would just be going like bing bing bing. Some people are like, what the hell's going on down there? Being attacked by a cat off stream, like yeah. How's the arena state? I haven't played. It's pretty much the best it's ever been.
Khadgar versus Anduin.
Cable. Shame on both of you for being so loving and attentive to remember that command. It's wrapped around his dang doodle. He's getting excited. Yeah. Might for sure I can power a boner so potent that that could happen for sure. I don't know, this song kind of just sounds like a robot taking a dump. Here you go. No, I don't like this. Oh, I do like that though. I drafted a mediocre warrior. I went second 3 times. Lost 3 times. Now I have a new draft. Wait, so you went 0 and 3? Well, don't you know? I hope you know. You don't really have a choice, but Twitch chat has to make fun of you now, even if it wasn't your fault. Even if you got unlucky and you're annoyed. Twitch chat has to make fun of you. Not me, though. I think that stinks. And I hope the next deck goes better.
The food is getting cold.
Maybe I actually should have gone face, huh? I mean, who cares? We're killing it. That's the important thing here.
I'm bringing the party.
But maybe I could have had 2 2-1s or like a 2-2 and a 2-1 right now. Maybe. Where's the coin? You still have the coin? Do I have the coin? Oh, thank God. Thank God I had the coin. Dude, come on, what if it was explosive? Your guy's dead. Oh, come on, I never said I would grab Hammy's hams, no way. But if it was, you know, consensual ham grabbing, I'd be.
Baby, I'm a firework. Uninvited.
Consensual ham grabbing, I wouldn't turn down. That's true. That's the first quote, I think, in this whole stream's existence. It's actually true. In 2019, I did have a cock that shoots dust. All right, Marty, I'm going to look, okay? I'm excited. Thank you for posting it. Thank you for using the Discord. It makes it easier for me. 2 swarms. Is this you? A mage scribe, a proto, no collateral. Teacher's pet, which I absolutely love. Hunter deck by Marty389. Saying a book report. 2 frenzied bangs. I actually like that card. What the fuck? Did he cast it? Everybody loves this card, but his hand's so full. And he probably doesn't want me to draw 2 cards.
Yes, that's the one.
It's almost like it's worth thinking about that and taking the right card. Let's see, we got Warple Stinker. I do like him too. We got a 2-mana weapon, Hunter's Pack, Wild Spirits, Croatian Fart Sniffer. Oh my god, you worm, hiding the Ringling's Rifle and the Arlen. Oh, you worm. Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 deck. Should never lose a game unless you get really unlucky. Sure. I'll take it. The alternative is to face, shoot, play. That doesn't feel that good. Yeah, the deck looks awesome. I saw those legendaries. They're too good. Too good, man. I think Arcanosaur could be enemies only? Oh, of course. If they made it today, it would be a 5/5 that only targets your enemies and hits your opponent's face. It still probably wouldn't be that good. Of course. Oh. Oh, mama. Dude, give it to me. Sweet Yamahama. Let's go, dude. You ain't getting shit. Well, I mean, you're getting it, but, you know, you're getting crap. Oh, man. Why did all my cards stink, though? That's the part that I don't like, though. It just seems like the best deck that's gonna go 1-3. No, it's gonna go at least 6-3. All right, come on. I don't know how good you are or how bad you are, but Redbeard's the Philanderous Duster.
That's the one.
That's true, but it hurts to hear. Nenny Rama, what's up, Nenny? Wow, so many new people here, but how many new people followed today? We got buried yesterday, our worst day of the month. Should never play Among Us. It's actually fun though, so whatever. Oh my god, we're getting absolutely decimated today too. think. Wow, 9 wins. What a delight. What an absolute delight. Oh my god, Melon. Oh, thank you so much, Melon, for the follow. Thank you, everybody. Wow. It's like it's my birthday every day. Killed my guy? Darn it. Alright, big money, give it to me, honey. Oh, he's gonna take Flame Strike for sure. That's the problem. The problem is he's gonna take Flame Strike for sure. Alright, I'm gonna next level him. I'm sorry. Too good at the game. For sure it's Flame Strike, right? Of course it's Flame Strike, dude. Why would I turn my own counterspell to 5? There's no point. There's really no point in that. There's gotta be Flame. Dude, I just played. Oh, we got a stream sniper.
That's the one.
Well, that's good to know. That's great to know, actually. Now we're on an even playing field. Well, not really. Him watching the game, me having to, you know, me having to participate on a different playing field. What new people followed? Through their pants. Yuck.
Stone Legion.
One ingredient.
Give him a wow so we know. So he knows that we know.
Inconceivable.
I should have done it already. Inconceivable to take counterspell there. The reverse psych out. See, what I should do is just take the best card all the time. Because we know our opponent's watching. With his eyes. Every game. The game.
Stone Legion.
Wrong ingredient.
You get the positive. With every sniper, you get a new viewer. True. I should always remember when somebody clearly, willingly, and glaringly snipes. I should hit the add button at least. So these wretched, vile, decrepit worms at least have to watch an ad for Colgate toothpaste. Depends, adult diapers. How many opponents do you think were snipers this run? I think we were able to dodge a few snipers. Some people living under a rock as the legend Redbeard plowed through the arena and didn't know who he was. I'd say we probably had 2 games only, probably, that were not sniped. But that's pretty nice for us. Hit all the ad buttons, please. You want money, right? The problem with hitting the ad button is you get like 13 cents if you have like 1,200 viewers. And everybody gets mad, so I just don't hit it. I just never play any ads ever.
Versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
There's no turning back now.
Is it similar to imitation? Sniping is a sign you made it should be flattered? Well, I'm about to be flattened by the weight of the universe. Answering questions like that. If I get hit with 5 ads, I switch streams to something else. Well, I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret. You're not gonna avoid the ads on Twitch, but I'm also not gonna hit the ads. Which is running more ads these days, whether or not the streamers want them. Yeah. You're not gonna avoid it. Now, I appreciate what you said there. I'm dedicated to Redbeard, I'm gonna watch him no matter what, etc. But I do that too sometimes when I'm on my phone and I'm watching from my bed and I get hit with a block of a bunch of ads. I switch to another stream and they got pre-rolls on, so I get hit by more ads. And then I stop doing it, but I consent to the fact that So this part of the song is great, but maybe not great for the stream. You know, I can, you know, then I'm like, well, I want to watch so-and-so do what's it? I was like, I don't care, I'll sit through the ads, it's fine. I can go 2 minutes or 3 minutes without watching it, and I'll just pull up something else. It's not really that big of a deal to me. Have you tested the ad split? Yeah, it's paltry. It's paltry. The difference that running a shitload of ads makes you is almost nothing. And it's really hard to track, although I have tracked it, because your viewership fluctuates day to day, hour to hour when the ads run. So it's like, yeah, if it only ran it at the peak viewership and they gave you a better deal, it would probably be a better deal than it is, which is not. You know what I mean? But yeah, I have. I actually know more about Twitch than I think a lot of people would give me credit for, particularly Deformed Poet. Are they the same points? The thing you hit is just a joke. There are no channel points other than the ones Twitch has. So whatever's on your Twitch account is actually real. The other one's just a joke. My mods are being rude and ruthless and cunning, making fun of you a little bit. Which I approve because at the same time it is kind of amusing, but shame on them. Shame on them, right? I know nothing about Twitch, tell me more. Alright, I'll answer 3 questions that anybody has solely related to Twitch and this, like from a streamer's perspective. Who hates ad and wants a sub? Suggest a cool new band and I'm yours. The whitest boy alive. I'm about to play a track by them, but can't skip Rest My Chemistry, no way. Be a damn fool to do so. How much ass can you talk about on Twitch? Like, what does that mean? Like, who you've dated? I'm assuming as much as you want, as long as you're not saying, like, I did something illegal to do, you know, to just spend time with these young ladies or whatever, or young gentlemen. When are you doing a hot tub stream? Never. And finally, do you see this profession being sustainable for the next decade? Oh, for sure. I don't know about for me, but for some people, there will be famous streamers living luxurious lifestyles a decade from now. Absolutely. There will probably be more now, a decade from now than there are currently. Twitch or live streaming isn't going away. No way. Cable TV is going away. Streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime and Twitch will have more viewers 10 years from now than they do. This stream might be gone. Ninja or Summit or Amaranth probably won't be. I know that one. Sorry, Red. Okay, how about Johnny Franco's Big Dumper? Johnny Franco's Big Dump Trump Palooza. How you feel about them? What the glorious fuck are you playing here, guy? No, if Amaranth will still be hot in 10 years. Did you ever see Jenna Jameson pornography in like the year 2002? Lady was 40 or 45 and I still know who she is. And who knows? Sasha Grey streams like cooking and she seems like a cool lady. 6, 7.
My colors burst. I'm bringing the party.
Brick! Today I learned something. I hope I taught you something. Back in my day, the only streaming service we had was a golden shower, and we liked it that way. I'm with Silas. It's good to get peed on. A quote by my friend Dreads. Sasha Gray's cool. Yeah, she seems like a cool lady. I never met her, but I heard she wants to meet up at TwitchCon. TwitchCon. For I don't know what. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I wouldn't be like super excited to meet Sasha Grey. I wouldn't be like upset or anything. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I gotta meet Sasha Grey. Probably get Firelens Portal off the top. Hope we could discover Fireball.
A charming composition.
Alright, well we didn't find what we needed to find. We had 2 outs for lethal. 2.5, 3. I'd buy one of her love shirts. I'm not sure what a love shirt is. How do I kill any of these? I think I'm just dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, we might live. Can we live through next turn? No. Not quite. Maybe misplaced. Sasha Gray's cool and loves horror games. She's not what you think. Well, that's what I was saying. I was agreeing with that. But I don't know. I mean, but like I'd be more excited to meet I'd be more excited to meet Sunny or to meet yeah, for sure 100% leaving. Oh my god, what's he doing? Like I'd rather meet Sunny. I'd rather see, you know, Hapabear again, who I already met. I'd rather meet LSV. I'd rather meet I don't know, tons of other streamers that I just dig as streamers. Actor? Oh, it's lethal. I didn't even know it was lethal. I was gonna have to like roll the dice.
Stone Legion, to recall.
Oh god, it's not lethal. Wait, was it? Could I have guaranteed that? I had to win a 1 in 4 still, right? I'd be so mad. Wait, why would you be mad? Didn't he just miss lethal? The luck? The luck? Is he being a... Who fucked up? He fucked up for sure. Now the deck deserves to go 12. Well, it'll for sure go 12. This deck is so bad. I can't believe it. About 11 wins. I think one of my problems, one of my big problems, is I can't find love because this humongous dong I possess. And I feel like everybody just loves it and not me. One of my other problems is a lot of times you'll play Arena and you'll assume your opponent's gonna make the right play. Or like they're gonna have a deck that was drafted reasonably and responsibly, and that's not really the case. I think there are wins that you leave on the table, like getting frustrated, being like, oh, of course they're gonna have it all, or they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Like that, like you could just concede, right? And then you can't win that game, or you can just like not be paying it. You could just not be paying attention. And then not concede, and then your opponent throws the game and you win. It's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not trying to like sit out here and talk shit about the guy, but it's like, well, okay. If I was paying attention and I was more tilted, you know, I was as tilted as I was. I wasn't tilted, but you know, if you're like some level of tilted, you're not gonna, you might lose that game.
Wrong ingredient.
I just can't risk him getting Divine Shield on that. We're just gonna try to make it a puzzle box and see whose puzzle box is better, right? LJ Max, thank you for the follow and cool story. Mr. Two Scars, thank you guys. Sorry, I was not reading them because I was entrenched in that last battle. Let's play was 1 in 4 to win. What was the other play? Oh, to hit the skeleton first? Oh, okay, I understand. Yeah, you're right. I conceded a game that was maybe 95% lost. But I got so tilted. Well, like when I played Ira Farm after I cleared his name Mama. No, you were 100% to lose. Don't feel bad. You made the right choice. You really like this invitation, Courier? I like it so much more because of how freaking hard it is to get 3s. Like, some metas just feel like you have 9 spider tanks. And this meta, sometimes I'm on pick 22 or something and I don't have any 3 drops, not a single one. So having even just a 3-4 feels fine, and when it adds, like, I think I drafted this card like, every time I get him, right?
A charming composition.
Uninvited.
I should have hit already. That might be better than hitting my 4-2 actually. But like I barely ever get any cards from him, and I don't even care because it's just impossible to get shit. Maybe he'll fatigue himself with his puzzle box. Could happen. It's just so hard to get 3s that I don't really care if he adds a card to my hand or not.
An incredible discovery.
Remember when Sunbacon said this was a 12-win deck? Oh man, that guy's so smart. I don't know where he went. That guy, I've talked about it a bunch. And I was talking about it while he was here. Like the Shadies, the Collins, the Dogs,
You don't pick the
Sunbacons, the Hoppas, Slissas, and the Sunnies of this world. Like, man, like they just process things in a way that I oftentimes just don't feel capable of replicating, you know what I mean? Where you're just like, what? How'd you know? Why'd you do that? Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, and then like, you know, they'll kind of explain it to you and you're like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I can, you know, Sapphire's another one of those guys, just super smart. Makes me feel dumb. Can I get a shout out from Sunbacon? Can I get a shout out from Sunbacon? Can I tell him to say fuck Redbeard and fuck Dreads? Yeah, what are you even talking about? I don't control what he says or what you do. If he says that, sure. Then you're both dead to me.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big. Reporting for duty.
Yeah, what are you even talking about? Shady isn't that smart, he's European. So he has a better education. Well, that makes him smart, I'm afraid. Better than our North American and Australian, whatever you're talking about. Shady isn't that smart. I saw Shady program a computer once with nothing other than his butt. It's incredible. It's disgusting. I've never subscribed. Okay, I didn't see that. Shady will probably get mad at me for saying that. But I'm never subscribing to that. Fans only ever again. Don't be racist. I'm not. I never would be. 140k for a liquid point shout out? Yeah, I mean, what? I need a ping. I don't have a ping. No ping means no kill. No kill means Redbeard's not happy. I guess I could have thrown it in and then shot it. So if we're not going to shoot it, then I'm not going to pre-hit it. In Australia, the water goes the wrong way. That's true. I fucking despise this character. I feel like they're over here disrespecting me every turn.
My colors burn. Uninvited.
Play your puzzle box. Last box will be the last to laugh. It'll be me. Ha 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 ha. Billy. That's fine. That's not fine. That's not great for me. Draw a bunch of cards, dude. You got a full hand. Why is he getting all this mana while his hand's full and his mana crystals are empty? Draw. Sprint. What is going on here? How much hands? Okay, good. That's fair. I'll play a little game. We'll play the game, dude.
Pleasure running into
Oh, how many cards do you have? Should I play this? I got scared. I was gonna play it, but I misclicked. I thought I was drawing. I thought I was drawing a. I thought I cast Puzzle Box. All right, now's the time. No, it's not the time. It's really not. Next turn, though. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it. Don't worry. He's a paladin. He's feeling the pressure. I hit the wrong 10 mana card. It's an easy mistake to make. That's what I'm saying.
Stone Legion, to me!
Stoned idiot. This guy's playing so fast. Billy. Billy. Oh, Billy.
To control life,
Yeah?
we must wield
I'll play the Frozen
power
Touch.
of death.
I'm saving it for later. What I'm doing. Saving for the Hail Mary. I'm trying to set up lethal and then cast Puzzle Box. I can kill him with Puzzle Box. Not just cast Puzzle Box, you know?
Reporting for duty.
I suppose you are actually right. I have no idea what I even said. So I die if I don't kill that?
Your soul is mine.
I've got some mana. It's good. It's a good start. Ah! I don't know if that's good. If I were to destroy some of his cards, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, they got Rush, right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. Oh dear. I need one of the ones that heals me. Frick. That didn't. Oh god, I'm at 1. Oh no. Come on. More energy. Alright, I got you. So we have to skip a. Oh god. Good song. If you kill me this turn, brother, you are dead to me in real life. I got another puzzle box in my hand. Oh, I'll just cast that. Can't have 2 puzzle boxes that, you know, go poorly. Wow, we're not dead. Holy Christmas, we're not dead. I'm sure we have lethal. Oh, we don't have lethal anymore. That's crazy. We don't have lethal? Puzzle box can't let it. I mean, we should just win the game, right? I mean, come on. We might. Oh, we're gonna win. Might have lethal. I can't count all this shit, dude. There's no way. Trade 5, 7, 9, 16, 19? I can't figure this shit out. 2 more? We'll play Puzzle Box next turn. before we have lethal.
They stop me tolerating. Still too soon. These old bones just had
2 off? We're either 1 or 2 or 3 off. Nine, 3, 6, 9, 12. We're 1 off, right? 12 plus some other amount. -3. I have no idea. I think we're a couple points off though. Which gives us an excuse to cast Puzzle Box next turn. We just want to put him to a 3 or less. Then puzzle. And then pray it doesn't heal him. What kind of shenanigans are you trying to pull out with that secret red beard? Settle down. We win? We'll see, because we're going to cast Puzzle Box.
Move quickly.
So we may end up losing this game where they're AFK. The only counterplay to our play was to sit there and not play. Didn't this guy snipe dreads? Yeah, that's a sniper for sure. You got with the frozen touch. You're right. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. That was a really fun run. Had a great deck. I know Dreads had, 7 or 8 wins earlier with a couple of locations and whatnot, but hey, some players do it without them, and they do it better, I guess. Thank you to Sunbacon Relaxer for the gifted subs, and for hanging out with us, my old friend Victor. Back in the early Arena days, I used to watch Victor play Arena, and the guy's a savant. Wild Bill to Normal Cat. Thank you so much, Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Fritz is just a bad player. Well, that's not true. But it's fun to pretend, isn't it? Because he gets mad and the rest of us are like, oh, okay. Let's open one Pokemon pack. Victor would have got 12 wins this run. I see what you did there. All paid actor opponents. That's certainly not the case. Our hunter opponent did throw the game. I'm not really sure what they were doing. Pay the believers? Oh, we will pay the believers for sure. These Pokemon packs really don't really fly very far. Come on, our Pokemon packs have sucked. A great song for 12. The one you requested? Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pavel, you got a nice name. I thought you guys were the same guy. Speaking gibberish. There's gonna be one more red. I came from outside and me want content. Well, there's always content on the YouTube. You could watch every video for 24 hours straight for the rest of your life, and you'd never be able to catch up with the amount of pornography that was on the internet or on that YouTube. 12's cool. It's always better to end on the 12 if you're kind of close to ending, rather than queue up and then go 0-3, and then there's sort of like a negative connotation to the night, Whoa, what the fuck? Is this an Evolving Skies card? I've never seen that card in my life. Volcarona? Oh, Volcarona is from Evolving Skies. Okay, that's kind of beautiful. I hate this Pokemon. But it could have been a Leafeon. Yeah, but hey, full art is a full art, right? What are you gonna do? It's pretty cool. All the full arts are cool, man. Man, that Tentacruel, what is that? This must be an uncommon. Yeah, it's not a rare. Weird. I mean, the Volcarona obviously is very rare. It's going in my full art page. Don't doubt it. My full art binder. That one's legit. Yeah, that's crazy. All the time, Graham, and I'm sure Graham knows better or as well as anybody. When you hit these weird, obscure full arts and alt arts and stuff, it's like you usually don't care to buy them, but when you open them, they're really cool. That Volcarona's sick. That's cool. I need the Leafeon full art. I could just buy it for like 10 bucks, but like had it been a Leafeon, I have like 3 or 4 Glaceon full arts. I think I got a Sylveon too. I think I bought it in a bundle or something. It was just in there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Go 0-3 with a busted rogue deck. Well, it won't be busted if it's a rogue deck. Yeah, that one's cool. You trade that for a Leafeon. I probably have to trade like 3 or 4 of the 5 of them for a Leafeon. Just go 0-3 real fast. Alright, we might draft a deck. We'll see. I gotta pee though. We have 1 more Pokemon pack to open. From our 10 packs, we got 1 full art, 1 V, 0 holos, and 7 non-holos. This is our last pack to sway the odds. I think that's what we opened up. So this is the last one from GameStop. I said, how many Evolving Skies packs do you have? And they're like, I don't know. I said, do any kids come in and buy them ever? And they said, no. They're just sitting here, rotting away. I said, what's the limit? They said, there are no limit. I said, okay, give me all the packs you have. And they're like, okay, there are 10. So I was like, okay, cool, thanks. But this was the same GameStop that got us our Glaceon alt art. I'm gonna cry. Last pack. Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Make sure, no matter what we do, that Dreads knows what happened here today. An absolutely perfectly centered. Oh my god, 10 out of 10. Okay, it's a maybe a little off. You deserve it. You guys deserve better